What I would like you to do is don't smile, okay? But go to the highest note you have and hit it right now. Yep. Okay. Do it again. Okay. Now I want you to smile, a big fat smile, and do it again. Yeah, you see?
Wow.
That's what I learned. So I'm Chrissy Hine with a smile. And I studied with Elaine Overholt, who was actually the coach for the Chicago film.
Yeah,
but back then, she was just a good coach. And she taught me relaxation, and she pointed out stuff. She's taught a lot of people, and I've turned a lot of people on to her, because she's really very good.
I've heard of
and I did study vocal coaching, and I did all the warm-up stuff before my concerts, blah, blah. And had I not learned that stuff, I don't think I ever would have been able to give the shows I did without losing my voice. I only lost it once, the night before the Black Velvet video, because I had strep throat.
Well, Penelope, thank you for calling in.
Thank you, Penelope.
Thanks, Penelope.
I love it. The shyest person I know called in. That's interesting symmetry. Very sweet.
And she asked a great question, too.
That was a good question.
That's very nice.
And it was a good answer. I learned something.
There we go. We all learned how to get 4 more notes out of our
smile.
Just smile.
I got a gig tomorrow night, so maybe that'll help me.
Well, it's like Charles and
smiling.
And Stevie Wonder, they're all smiling away. Listen to the way they sing.
Yeah.
You know?
I never noticed
that. It was
that.
for the camera. I didn't know it was for the audio.
No, it's raising your voice. And when you've got a ring you can't get off your finger, and you're in a store and you're panicking, you're supposed to smile. When you smile, it lifts everything up and shrinks the finger. You get the ring off.
Lana, you're a poet now. You brought some poems. Why don't you hear some before the hour? Well, no, I'd love to hear, because I love those poems, actually.
Well, that's very kind. Thank you.
And then we have another caller.
Do we?
Oh, we have a caller? Okay, just before. Is it okay, Lana?
Yes, please. Anything to progress.
Yes, caller. Come on air. Come on board. Who are we speaking to?
Hello.
We're speaking to
Bye.
Dial tone. They couldn't wait an extra 30 seconds.
I wonder.
Okay, try again if you can. Try again at 946-7000. Alanna, I guess we didn't get them in time.
Oh dear. Oh, they probably were thinking we were going to do the poetry.
I think they're calling. So they thought they'd
I
call
hope
back.
not. It's a spoken word show. It's supposed to
They're
be.
so polite.
Yes.
I know they are.
They're back.
Oh, they're back.
Are they back? Hello?
Hi, Alanna.
Hi.
What's been your inspiration?
Who's calling?
Michael Jansen.
Oh, hi, Michael. My inspirations, well, as a young girl, I'd say Joni Mitchell for her beautiful voice and her songwriting. Leonard Cohen, certainly not for his voice, but for his gorgeous poetry. His words did something to me. I had a lot of, Linda Ronstadt for her beautiful voice and her song selections. Emmylou Harris for her songwriting and her incredible haunting voice. But then when I became to sing rock and roll, I would have to say it would be like the Rolling Stones or Paul Rogers from Free, or a lot of black singers, and excuse me, but that's what we referred to them then. So Aretha Franklin, Mavis Staples, Ann Peebles, anybody that had a quirky way of really getting into their soul and singing R&B with a very raunchy Tina Turner, early Tina Turner. Anybody that had that kind of commitment that you hear in my voice now. That's where I get it. I copied them. I sang along with them. They made me want to sing.
Very nice, thank you.
Great, thanks, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
All my favorites as well.
Oh, isn't that
I
nice?
never thought you was a copycat there, but now that you say it, it's obvious.
It's obvious, yes. Yeah, I know, it is. It really is.
That ties it up.
Yeah, it does.
The
And,
next way.
yeah, well, I don't mind sharing it. I mean, we all have to get it from somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
I don't have...
Yeah, tradition matters.
Yeah, and I like those people have moved along. I met Bonnie Tyler only a few months ago doing a concert in Germany, and she came up to me with tired old jealousy. She wasn't jealous anymore, but she came up with tired old jealousy, and she said, yeah, they sound like you. They thought it was you, and Black Velvet was mine. They thought it was you. I said, oh, I'm so sorry. What did I say? I said some smart-ass answer, but I give her a big kiss and a hug, and I said, well, if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't sound like I do, And I said, lucky me, aren't I flattered, But she was kind of angry with me.
Hey, Mike, thanks for calling in. That's great to hear you. I'll see you tomorrow night, buddy.
Excellent. Yeah, look forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. What I'm referring to is we're doing a fundraiser Rock for Cats at the Cameron, and Michael Jensen's a performance painter. He does paintings beside our group, the Tyranny of Love, and there'll be other acts there, including Linda Hormone. She's going to be hosting, so please come to us tomorrow night at the Cameron.
What time?
It starts at 9 and it goes to about 1:30 in the morning. Pinky Love's going to be there, and we have a black Elvis impersonator named Max Brand. In fact, we're buying his costume tomorrow at Walmart.
This show definitely isn't American.
No.
We're allowed to say black hair. It's like, nowadays it's like, oh, Christ. Oh, sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody, but, I'm white. You can call me white if you like.
What do they say?
African American.
Yeah.
Politically correct.
Yeah.
And we still are very Canadian and go black or white. Oriental. Whatever. It's like, no big deal.
Poetry. She's a poet too. That's another reason I asked her on the show.
I think you saw me years ago when Robert was my mentor, and I was aspiring, and the lyrics I would write with Robert, but ironically a lot of the stuff that I wrote, even though he wrote Song Instead of a Kiss, it was a poem. Nancy slid under my lap because I was incapable of writing anything on a week off I'd had in Barbados. And she slid his poem under, and something came over me, and the melody came, and I couldn't write it. She couldn't pick up the chords quickly enough.
Wow.
And she just let me go, followed me, and gave me these beautiful, beautiful chords, and I directed her where I wanted to go, and knew exactly what I wanted to do. It was like a vision, and it's got its own long, long story. But most of the stuff that Robert writes with us when we work together is my words. We use some of his, but he comes up with melodies, great hooks, and he's a great singer. I'm a huge fan of Robert Priest, but which is wonderful because he's a friend and has certainly been an influence to me. And he's so egoless, He's been very helpful to me and you and others. Yeah. Not everybody, but someone's having a release party.
Looks like it. We have another caller here. Hopefully we'll get to a poll. But yes, hello caller. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Wayne calling. Really appreciate the honesty that Alanna is on tonight with all of the background information. And I want to also congratulate you on this very unique program.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Dwayne.
Thanks, Dwayne.
You're welcome. My question to Alanna, I really appreciate, love your voice and appreciate the company. I was wondering what you explained to an artist so they could avoid getting into the same pitfall with record companies who seem to have all the power when you're young and impressionable and trying to sign a contract. What can you do to avoid getting bound into a deal that seems pretty good when you're that young and enthusiastic?
The only thing I can really say was coined in a beautiful song by Crowded House, and that is "Don't Dream It's Over." You really have to be born into something. I could have been an actress. I could have chosen that role, but I didn't feel that I felt I was letting myself down by allowing myself to portray something another person had created for me to create. I needed to create this role who I was going to play, and and also I had a singing voice, and I needed to express that. I'm a very tenacious spirit. I have been told that I was going to be famous at something, whether it was singing or acting or dancing or artistry, whatever it was, But I suppose I was never going to be famous for being someone's wife, that's for sure. But and I've avoided it like the plague. But